It's become the honorary member of WAIPA after all these conferences. So thanks very much for your great performance. Your Excellency, distinguished government officials, honored guests, WAIPA members, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you all for attending the World Investment Conference 2016. And especially I want to thank His Excellency Deputy Prime Minister Mr. Mehmet Şimşek spare his precious time among all this hectic schedule of him. We know how busy he is, and this is why it's very important for us for seeing His Excellency here today. This conference has been a highly productive platform so far to discuss and exchange the ideas about the future of foreign direct investments. We realize that developments need to be all-encompassing and uphold for the future. Otherwise, it's no development at all. This realization forms the basis of this year's conference, Inclusive Investments and the Sustainable Future. It's encouraging that global FDI flows have reached their highest level since the global financial crisis in 2008. I would like to commend the efforts of all the present and worldwide investment promotion agencies in reversing the global economic downturn. Cooperation is essential for the success of all, and investments within regions and across borders are most effective when they are coupled with the consideration of local capacities. Ladies and gentlemen, today the world economy is undergoing a profound transformation, with developing economies gaining a more prominent role. Emerging and transition economies are making their mark on the economic front. Their share from the global foreign direct investments has significantly increased, more than a half time in the recent years. We at WAIPA aim higher share for developing world who needs foreign direct investments for their economic development. The World Association of Investment Promotion Agencies is committed to contribute to the sustainability of world economy, and we are transforming the trends in the FDI promotion to increase investments. We advocate aftercare and follow-up service delivery as the most effective investment promotion strategy. Addressing the issue of economic inequalities around the globe remains our #1 objective. WAIPA is committed to create an international investment market. This is more inclusive toward emerging economies. This has driven WAIPA to collaborate extensively with emerging economies to support them to balance foreign direct investment inflows. Opening up memberships for new members and transforming them into profitable ventures for investors remain our foremost priority. Such markets, in addition to being lucrative destinations for investors, are positioned variably on the development path. WAIPA focuses on incorporating more members to make the organization more inclusive. As you know, we have 168 members from 130 countries, and I just learned that the actual figures are, maybe Boscan can correct me if I am wrong, but there are some 20 new applicant investment promotion agencies from different parts of the world. Actually, it shows also there is a growing need for cooperation among the investment promotion agencies. And we are moving away from the time when global policy making was solely focused on driving FDI. Until a few years ago, sustainable investment was unconventional. Now, it's not just those investors who hold strong views on environment and human rights that seek sustainable investment, but the entire international investment community. International investment schemes are becoming more aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs in general, to address economic challenges in the global arena. We are perfectly positioned to integrate investment promotion with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals due to our linkages with the investment promotion agencies worldwide, international organizations, and investors. The sustainable investment funds have growth rates faster than those of conventional funds. WAIPA has led the effort to devise a new sustainable investment framework. The objective of such a framework must be to direct the foreign direct inflows for emerging economies to cater to sustainable investment goals. Ladies and gentlemen, WAIPA empowers. We focus on building the capacities of investment promotion agencies through our training programs. The idea is to equip investment promotion agencies with knowledge on best practices to serve investors. These trainings rely on various capacity building tools, including review of the case studies, determining success factors, and identifying point of failures. WAIPA promotes also collaboration. We believe that there is a lot of more to gain by joining forces. By bringing both economic and political competitors together, we have delivered outcomes that are astonishing. WAIPA is increasingly encouraging nations to come together to form regional networks, a rising threat in the economic sphere. WAIPA is also contributing to transforming the world. Our alliance with numerous international organizations puts us at the center of global economic development, and we envision investments that are sustainable and protect vulnerable communities. This aligns our vision with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, specifically Goal number 8, good jobs and economic growth, Goal number 9, innovation and infrastructure, and Goal number 10, reducing inequalities. WAIPA also have unlocked the secrets of what sells in the investors' market, what inclines investors to make positive investment decisions, what creates an enhanced brand value. WAIPA advises its members on enhancing their brand value through promotion of an exceptional image, through investment facilitation, and by delivering on aftercare services. We, through our publications, events, and integrated media partnerships, disseminate this message across the globe to all our members. WAIPA addresses the need of structural integration at a global level through two-tiered arrangements, a steering committee and a consultative committee. Our steering committee works alongside governments influencing their policies while gathering valuable information on local markets. By this opportunity, I want to thank all our steering committee members sharing the burden of presidency all together with us. And it's very important to see them with us. They are also, as you know, chairing the regional committees, and their role in representing us in the different parts of the world is very important. And also, the consultative committee is comprised of very important international institutions like UNCTAD, World Bank, IECD, UNIDO, and OECD. With WAIPA at the center, we bridge the gap between these global actors and governments to provide exceptional services on FDI. I'm very pleased that this year's conference will host a high-level consultative committee debate on sustainable investments. I kindly encourage you to attend our panel on technology and on private sector. Besides, be sure to attend the sustainable investment one because it is the backbone of FDI targeting entails for the future. Free flow of information is the center of our objective. WAIPA conducts regular in-depth surveys, assess the quality of services provided by IPAs. This is not only helps us in comprehending the preferences of investment promotion agencies, but also assists investors to make more intelligent and informed decisions. WAIPA has embraced an advocacy role for foreign direct investments around the globe. By analyzing the environment in which an investment promotion agency functions, WAIPA acts as an informative intermediary between investment promotion agencies and governments. We beg IPAs to gain more autonomy and power while reasoning with governments to address their economic challenges by expanding their foreign direct investment goal. Why WIPA goes beyond facilitation to remove obstacles on FDI. We bring the business values to the private sector, to the IPAs. We build their capacities to respond quickly, provide end-to-end facilitation, and operationalize one-stop shops to reduce time and market. We are trying to also strengthen the links between the private sector, the businesses, and our investment promotion agencies. That was something missing in the previous years, we believe. And this is why we are trying to create these linkages as much as possible. Today among us, there is also a very distinguished guest of us, the president of the Exporters Union of Turkey, Mr. Mehmet Büyükekşi. I know that all the IPAs, wherever they go, even its WIPA meeting, want to meet and see the investors in front of them. So as one of the highest level representatives of them, Mr. Büyükekşi is also here. I want to thank him for being here today. This year has been very productive for WIPA, and we are more engaged with international organizations and regional blocs. We are putting our point of view across international conferences, but above all, we are driving a new narrative for investment promotions and the narrative of sustainable investments. WIPA remains the platform we all look up to influence global policy and promote foreign direct investments among all economies. Let's join hands in promoting inclusive investments for a sustainable future for the well-being of all humanity. I want to thank again all our participants and investment promotion agencies being the most important, of course, components of WIPA. And of course, I want to use this opportunity again to express our gratitude to His Excellency Deputy Prime Minister Mr. Mehmet Şimşek for being here. And I want to wish you a great conference experience. And I want to thank again all our international guests, especially for being here and being a part of WIPA Investment Summit Conference. Thanks very much.